Thank you for the support, bro. But yeah, ladies, I really need to break something down for y'all. Do y'all really think love is like that complicated? Like, do y'all really think it's something that it takes to a certain age, like understanding things that you're into and stuff? Like, I gotta ask this really quick. Do you think that the things that you're turned on by, or the things that make you fall in love with the guy, do you think that's something that changes often, or do you think that's something that's pretty objective? Like, it kind of stays the same. It's gonna stay the same for next year, as far as like wanting a guy that's tall, certain income, certain body type. Like, would y'all say that this is something that is constantly changing, or it's pretty static, and it's actually something that you're kind of always been turned on by?
No, I think that Kaylee brought up a very good point. Like, it just depends on what your view of, like, what your representation of love was growing up. I didn't have that really to look up to. So as I've gotten older, it took me a while to see like what I actually valued in a
To
man, and
discern. Yeah.
yeah, and what I really wanted. And now, like, I'm not saying that the person that I'm with has to be rich. The man that I'm with now, who I love very much, he does very well for himself, and I think that that just is represents stability that I didn't necessarily have growing up. Like, you want somebody that can take care of not you, but take care of, your family. And if you were to fall down on hard times, like, you would want that person to be able to take care of you. I think that that's important. But I think that it comes down to like your values as a person, like who you are as a person, and who aligns with your morals. I think that that is the most important thing when it comes down to love, because I think that if you love somebody, like, yeah, you lose your job, we'll figure it out. Like, this happens, like, we'll figure it out. But like, you want to be with somebody, if cheating is a big thing for you and that's something you're not going to put up with, you want to know that your partner values those same things. I think it comes down to morals, and I think that that's something that is just kind of instilled in you from a young
This is
age.
exactly what I wanted to hear, though. Do women love unconditionally?
Oh, yes.
They do.
My
Do
man could
women love
fall off and I would
unconditionally?
still love him.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Do women love unconditionally?
Mm-mm.
Do women love unconditionally?
I would say I definitely have before, and it's backfired. But
Do
yes,
women love unconditionally?
unfortunately,
Situational. I
yeah,
would say.
situational.
It's conditional.
It's
It's
yeah, I would say
conditional. It's
conditional.
not. It's not situated. It's conditional. If it's not unconditional,
So
it's conditional.
I guess my answer is no. If it's situational, then no.
Well, that's what
Or,
we're
or it's
saying, then, yeah.
conditional. It's conditional. And here's the thing. I can prove time and time again that's conditional. There's actually something called hypergamy, which means that women like to date across and up social hierarchies. If I look at statistics, we look at Dr. David Buss's book. It's 52%. So that means that if you make 100K a year, you probably want a guy who makes 152K a year. I'm not saying this is every woman. We're saying in general, the majority, 51%, most women. Okay, you might be exceptions to the rule, but 9 times out of 10, it really doesn't work out that
I
way.
just don't want to be cheated on. I think that's like my biggest thing.
Yeah.
Other than
Why-
that, like, we can
Yeah.
Wait,
probably
hold on.
figure it out.
Hold
know?
on, hold on.
Yeah.
So why are you so against like the cheating thing though? Like what really triggers you about the cheating thing?
Because if somebody else can have you, like, they can have you.
Do you think
If they
cheating's the
can-
same for a man and a woman?
Absolutely. If somebody else can take
Do you think men and women
from,
are the same?
in what aspect?
I'm just period. Are men and women the same?
Do I think one sex is more likely to cheat than the other? No, I think
No,
that
we're just.
both
It
are
was a
capable.
very simple. Are we the same? We're not. We're
No.
absolutely two different things.
We're different.
Okay, so our brains are made completely different. We can literally look at studies to see that even our brains, when we're infants in the mother's womb, our brains are different. Okay, we're two completely different things. And when
Yeah.
we really look at it, cheating is also completely different, because when a woman cheats, you're completely emotionally checked out. When a woman is cheating on a guy, she already emotionally has been texting another guy. She's already fully checked out of being with the other man. She doesn't love him at all anymore. When a guy cheats, it's not the fucking same. There's plenty of guys that can cheat on their wife and go and come back home and fully love his wife and fully take care of his kids the same. It's not the fucking same at all. That bitch that sucked his dick or they fucked, he doesn't care about her at all. When y'all do it, you fucking really cared about that guy.
That doesn't
So it's
mean
not
that
the
I
same.
have to stay with that
I'm
person. I
not.
think
Yeah,
that that's my thing.
I'm not saying that like y'all ever have to put up with cheating, but I will say that if you have a family with somebody, you have kids with somebody, you're married to somebody, you should think twice. Like, I think that a guy shouldn't even think twice if his girl cheats because she doesn't love him anymore. But if he cheats on you and y'all are married or something, and you have a family together and y'all have all this future together, it's two completely different fucking things. I think that you're a horrible woman for leaving that man, because he's literally a perfect father. If he's doing everything else perfectly as a father, as a man, as a husband, no, like you should not. Like, he's a perfect man in that sense. Like, you're literally gonna go to another guy that's gonna do the same shit to you, because most guys, the bottom line is, guys and women are completely different. Okay, guys have a sexual drive. We have 17 times the testosterone of you. 17 fucking times. Can you imagine a breeze going past your dick and getting a boner? You can't even fathom it. You really can't. Like, imagine when y'all's horniest, which is 2 weeks after your period. Okay, so like that's like when y'all are at your horniest point. Okay, we are 17 times higher than that. That's how. So like this is a huge problem today. Is women think that men and women are the same, and we're not. We need to get that out of our brains because it's destroying relationships. Sitting here blank slating everything and thinking that we love the same, we do everything the same. It's not the same at all.
I don't think that we're the same. I just think that self-discipline is self-discipline. And I think that love and respect for your partner, I think, should be at the forefront of your mind
I
as a
agree.
relationship.
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, as he said, 17 times. Okay, so what if in that relationship that woman is not? You guys aren't having sex.
Then
Yeah.
that's the problem to begin with.
But
that
there's a
needs
lot
to
of
be
women that
addressed.
lose their sex drive way before men will ever will.
Yeah.
So now it's not to say that we don't love you, but there's still to say something that we're very much missing on the other side.
1000%.
Yeah, and,
So-
and like we blamed the guy today when that happened.
So what if a guy was like, "Hey, can I just go get, let's say, all diseases, everything else is completely out of the question. Can I go get a hooker? Zero, like, there's nothing, no risk of anything. There's no risk of disease, no risk of bringing some shit home, nothing. Can I go do that?"
No, I just
No.
think that we love each other. I think that we should be able to like stick beside each other. Like if say your significant other as a woman has ED, you know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna have to figure out how to make this work, or we're gonna have to break up. If that's what it comes down to, is like sex being the end all be all for the relationship, then we're either gonna figure it out or we're gonna have to break up.
So-
and that's like
But I think it is an
just
end
the
all
way
be
that I
all.
see
It is
then-
there's
so
plenty
then
of dead
end it.
bedrooms where it ends the relationship.
So
But
then
no,
end it.
but no,
I'll say that
but there's
firsthand.
solutions to it though. And like when you have a family, sometimes the solutions are better than just ending it. It just depends if you're married and like you got everything seriously and stuff. But the thing is there is solutions to these things. Like everything that we're talking about, there is solutions. It's just a lot of them are extremely uncomfortable, okay? And
Yeah.
it's all it is the truth. Everything that I talk about on the show, ladies, it all comes from Dr. David Buss's Evolutionary Desire. He wrote tons of books. He's a professor down in Austin, Texas, and he did a study across 37 cultures. We're talking the Scandinavians up in fucking the Netherlands and all that, the most equal people, men and women that you can find, the most equal culture you can find, to the fucking New Guinea tribes, okay? Like, and you can see how men and women are completely different, okay? And a guy wants quantity, and a woman wants quality. If I asked all of y'all if you have a roster of men, if you had a roster, most women would say, I fuck one, I have one guy that takes me out on dinners, I got one guy that takes me on vacation, I got one guy that I text, but they're usually fucking one of them. They're usually fucking one. But if I asked him or a guy that has a roster of girls, usually they're fucking multiple girls. They're fucking 3, 4, 5 because we like quantity. Y'all like quality. If you could have, women are so mad today because if you could, you would have it all in one man. The guy that can provide for you, take care of you, fucking fuck you, dick you down perfect, like everything. But it's how hard is it to find that? How hard is it to find the guy that can dick you down right, but also pay for your meals? It's hard. It's hard.
That 3-in-1.
Yeah, it's a hard
It's
thing
like
to do.
that 3-in-1
Here,
sandwich.
let me check out these super chats real quick. Hit the start button at the top, Ramar. If you just click it up at the top,
I feel odd.
click it with the mouse. Scroll up. Or no. Like click that again, and then move the mouse up to the very top of the page. Move the mouse up to the very top of the page. Up top, where it says live, and then next to the live starred. See where it says starred right next to it? No, up to where it says live. He almost got the guy. Go up, Ramar. Right there, to the right. Right there. Got it. And then click that. Shannon Reynolds, hey, what's up, shoulders? And salute to the chat. Just tap it in the comments to see here. Another great discussion. Hoorah. Thank you, Shannon, bro. Dude, I really appreciate you sliding in, man. I look up to you a lot. You go next, $2 from Just Jerry. Bartenders, how do you make I don't know. What is that? Adios.
motherfucker.
Hey,
That's our
tell
question for her.
Yeah.
No, I want Matt to do it. I want to see if he
Oh,
still
yeah,
got
come,
it.
Come on.
What is it?
You still got it?
Serious?
Oh,
Yeah. You still got it?
Come on, Gio.
damn. They're putting him on the spot.
Rum, triple sec, vodka, tequila, and gin with blue sea and sour and Sprite, depending.
Oh, that's actually nasty as hell. That's like a Long Island iced tea,
I
but like
can
worse.
pass.
It's literally
Yeah,
a Long Island.
Yeah, it
Just
sounds like a Long
You can
Island
It's
teach
a
iced
Long
tea.
me about
Island, but with blue sea and sour.
Oh, okay. With
No
a blue
idea.
Caraco.
Trick,
No,
if you do
bartender.
ginger ale instead, it's a little better.
$10 from Moral for all. Men provide security, pleasure, safety, and future. Women only have one obligation in a relationship: sexual
Oh
exclusivity.
my.
So for a woman to cheat, she failed at the one she's required of her.
I can't.
No, that's true.
Sorry.
No, like
No,
honestly,
that is
that's all
not
we care
true.
about.
Not
That's
true.
all we care about is your sexual loyalty, though. Like for real, like a guy can literally put up with so much bullshit as long as his girl's fucking like loyal to him. Like, we really give a fuck about loyalty, and I'll tell you why. Because for hundreds of thousands of years, like we go back 1.1 million years to Homo erectus, we could not tell if the baby was ours or not. If some other fucking caveman came and pumped and dumped our bitch, we couldn't tell if it was our baby or not. We couldn't tell that shit until the last 60, 70 years when we had tests to see that shit. But before that, y'all want to know why guys are so crazy about loyalty? Why we don't like girls that go on girls trips? Why we don't like girls that have like Instagrams with their ass out when we're dating them? Why we don't like girls that go out on girls' nights out with a bunch of girls and shit? I'm not saying all guys, because it's not all guys, but some guys that are like that way, why they are insecure, it's because we really give a fuck about who's around our girl, and we make guard. I have a daughter, like I have 4 sisters. That's like, I want to make sure that my daughter is protected the most that she can until she's 18, 19, 20 years old. Because if trauma happens at 12, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, it can make them hypersexual. All types of bad stuff can happen to somebody when sexual bad things happen to them at a young age. You have to make guard women and take care of them. This is all women. And like, it's very dangerous that like we think that it's okay for us to just let our women go doing all these stuff, because the thing is, there's crazy people out here. There's a lot of fucked up people out here who will finesse you, fucking sit there and manipulate you into the bedroom. Like, guys lie all the time. So when a guy tries to keep you from doing certain things, it's because he's protecting the relationship. And I would argue most men don't got the leverage to do this shit. Most men are broke. They don't got it like that. They can't hold down a relationship like that. Most men can't have these type of rules. I have this in my relationship, but most men do not do this shit. And I would argue most people in relationships today, the man is walking into the woman's frame, which means that you're going into her rules in the relationship. There's very few relationships where the woman is coming into the man's frame and is comfortable completely, giving him the control of everything, I guess you could say. It's very rare because most guys are too broke, honestly. It's a money thing.